And hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Rosetta with Joe. It's a fresh week in crypto. I think it's going to be another fun one. I hope everyone has a fantastic start to the week out there. Now if you're brand new with us on the channel for the first time, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and you'll never miss a show. And if you really do appreciate this content at some stage, go ahead and smash that like. Really do appreciate that, and it helps us grow the channel. Now, what do I want to talk about this morning? Well, I want to kind of give you my general market kind of feeling, what I'm kind of expecting is going to happen again this week. Now, again, never financial advice, just kind of me giving you my opinions on what I think is going to happen. Now, I think it's been interesting over the weekend with Bitcoin. Played out kind of exactly how I expected it to. It was pretty predictable, just bouncing between that 16,600, 16,800 level. Looks like there's a little bit of local resistance around 16,800, where it was just going to park up over the weekend, waiting to see what equities and other markets do at open today. So that's what I thought would happen. Also, again, what seems to have been played out beautifully, if you've been following me on Twitter, that's at Joe's Crypto Chaos, talked about BNB and Binance. And with the BNB price, I said that $250 to $255 level was, critical support. Once we broke through that, we've gone back up from $220 because there was always going to be a bounce at some stage. And now, it's got rejected off that 200, I think it was 254, 255. It's in that region. So that's previous support, turning now into what looks like resistance, kind of classic move there, what you would expect to happen. Do I think that $220 is now just setting a lower high on BNB from the summer lows? No, I personally don't. I do think that summer low will be retested, then it's going to break, and then I do think there's going to be fresh lows. We've already seen fresh lows on the vast majority of altcoins, and those out there, again, your BNBs, your Polygon Matics, I know I keep talking about these coins, don't think that the bottom's in for any of these either. Other coins that had a strong pump, like Dogecoin, like XRP. These were kind of, news-based speculation, bit of hype out there. Again, I think that these are going to get extinguished as well and go to fresh lows also. That's just kind of my opinion on the markets. And I think that those altcoins that have held up from the summer now, although Bitcoin's gone lower, I think it's when Bitcoin goes significantly lower from here, once we break that 15.5, head down to anywhere in that sort of 10 to 14k region, that's gonna make sure that all of these other altcoins go to fresh lows, in my opinion. Now, do I think that when that happens, that'll be the bottom of Bitcoin? No, I don't. The vast majority of people, again, who've been following me know that I'm more macro bearish than that. I do expect to see four-figure Bitcoin at some stage next year. Can't obviously guarantee this, so again, it's just kind of where I feel that the markets are going, and the reason being is because I still expect fresh lows on equities markets. There's so much similarity in the charts to now as there was in 2007 going into 2008. Now, yes, there may be a catalyst, as there was all those years ago with Lehman Brothers, and then it kind of spiraled down into the financial crisis. We keep hearing recession being banded around. We know that recession is coming probably at some stage. Officially, I mean, I personally kind of feel like we're already in it, but if officially, it'll be sort of Q1 at some stage next year, and how long it's gonna last is anyone's best guess at the moment, but strongly believe it's coming, right? So fresh lows on equities markets, what do I think that could be? I think, if the Dow Jones was to lose 25k, I think 25k is a very significant region. I do expect us to kind of at least get to there, a fresh low. I think it was around that 27k region late summer. I do think we're going to go at least for a retest and then probably break and then head towards that 25k. After that, if we get lower, things could get ugly. Things could get a lot worse. I'm always talking about, people saying, "Oh, Joe, being negative, don't be so bearish. You can be super bear. This is bearish hopium. You just want to buy ridiculous things." It's not that. It's what the message that I always trying to get across is just never think that these things can't happen in markets. This is how markets move. You have to zoom out for years and years. Look how they've acted in the past. We're getting the same daft comments on Twitter all the time about people talking about Fed pivots and it's going to be fantastic, but if you look into history again, every time there's been this Fed pivot, that's bearish for the market. So that could be something again potentially that comes in Q1 of next year. So just be careful out there, guys. Again, if you're dollar cost averaging at this stage, I just wouldn't personally be going heavy. Cash is king for myself right now. A lot of this and what happens is going to be based on the DXY. So again, if you've been listening to previous videos, I've been talking about that 103 being that key level on the DXY. So right now we're at 104.4. We had obviously a little bit of a rally later last week as markets were going down. And, it's been a little bit of a pullback this morning. The stock futures aren't giving us a great deal yet at this time of recording. Looks like, there might be a little bit of a weak bounce. I was kind of expecting, a small bounce, to be honest, today and tomorrow, maybe, early this week. But I don't think it's going to retrace the gains that have now gone. I do think that there's a good chance that the local high is certainly in for the Dow Jones and potentially the S&P as well. With DXY around 104.4, it's not enough yet to guarantee that the local bottom is in. We still could go lower, but I do think if there was to be a significant break above 105, maybe into 106, I think that would be enough for me to feel confident that start to think, I do kind of feel that we are back on the way to the on the way to the upside now. And my upside targets have been there for many months. Upside targets of 120 to 122, but could go much higher. That's just the minimum, my personal minimum expectation. And again, takes weeks and months potentially to play out, and it's going to be bad for risk assets such as crypto and Bitcoin. When we get there, if we get there, of course, none of this is guaranteed. It's just my me giving you my primary expectation. At some stage, what will happen as we're continuing in this downtrend? This is what I want to get the message across. For me, this is all just constant continuation. I'm not expecting any single capitulation event yet. I do think that there could be a significant sort of capitulation towards the near end or near end slash the very end potentially, but I still kind of feel that we're a ways away from that. I still just think, we're just seeing constant continuation of the bear market, where we're constantly getting these, rallies, flipping everyone bullish again, thinking it's got to be over this time. Buy the dip. It must be over this time, ladies and gentlemen. And it's like, no. Until anything significantly changes, my strategy is going to be to continue to short bounces. I think this is the best way, personally, of making money as in the bear market as a low risk strategy. As long as it obviously if you're leverage trading out there, please don't leverage trade if you don't know what you're doing. Make sure you know what you're doing first and foremost. Use risk management, and if you are applying those things, then you've probably done pretty well over the last few months, like I have myself. So regarding that, the point I'm making is that until we see something strongly different happening in these markets, because you can see just a constant trend to the downside. Why do people, it's almost like people flipping bullish and flipping super bullish and bull runs back on, bottoms in and all this crap on Twitter. It's desperate. It's bloody desperate to me. Like it's almost kind of like this desperation. Maybe it's some kind of, well, you tell me, leave a comment below what you think it's about. Maybe it's about, just grabbing a load of followers and shouting, we're going to the moon and all that. It's still continuing. I think that was all fun and games, right, when we were actually, in the bull run, but now it's just, or, early bear market. Now it's just getting a bit ridiculous. I think everyone's getting a bit kind of tired of it, but is that going away? It's not going away anytime soon. But hopefully if you're following me and watching this channel, watching Crypto Rosetta, then hopefully you're getting better advice. That's what we're trying to do. We're always trying to look to protect retail investors or any investors for that matter on this show, and I really hope that everyone grows and does well with us. We also do have a Discord that you can come into. Come check us out. Links in the description below for that. And again, if you're interested in trading with us, for instance, then we've got our Patreon. Again, check out link in the description below for those. What else I just want to quickly talk about as well was altcoins. Again, you just must remember that this could get severely ugly. I'm going to continue to talk about this. Again, I'm not hearing anyone else say it. I'm just putting my name to this at the moment. But this altcoin extinction event that I do think is going to come in 2023. I've had a few comments about this. I'm quite enjoying it. Like, some people think maybe I'm mad, or some people actually agree. They do also think that 20 plus thousand cryptocurrencies is utterly ridiculous, and of course that there's got to be a cull at some stage. A lot of people probably expecting that we were going to see more of a cull, like more of a mass cull of coins than but what's actually played out at the moment is obviously we've just lost some or either lost or certain assets have gone massively down, like your likes of Luna and Celsius, but we haven't seen like all of a sudden hundreds or thousands of altcoins disappearing. But I do think it's going to happen at some stage, and if it doesn't, okay, if the numbers stay high and we go to 30,000-40,000 cryptocurrencies, then essentially, folks, we know it's common sense, right? There's just going to be tens of thousands of scam coins out there which aren't going to be doing anything, and if you're buying those, then what can I say? Good luck to you. Do your own research at all times. That's what I'm continuing to do in the bear market. Enjoying meeting with project teams and members, people in the know in this industry. That there's so many out there. You can try and there's lots you can do to suss people out, to work out what projects are doing, which projects are scams. This investing game in cryptocurrency and altcoins should absolutely never just be gambling, guessing, or I like the flipping name of that, or that sounds good, or this is going on a pump, or this so and so person on Twitter said this was good. If you're investing like that, personally, like, yeah, you could get lucky, but it's not the way to go. It's not what I'm gonna be doing. So again, yeah, continue to do your own research in the bear market. There's still time. There's plenty of time, folks. That's another thing I want to get across. A lot of people, again, I feel like in the bear market, there's been like this desperation over time, and like, oh, bear market can only last 200 days, can only last 300. It's absolute rubbish. Again, another thing I don't like is people looking at the history of Bitcoin and saying, this bear market was this long, this bear market was this days long, so this bear market's going to be this days long. It's absolute freaking nonsense, okay? This is such a young, developing market. In terms of years, it's super early still. So you can't just rely on the history and the halvings and the previous cycles and this and that. Nobody knows if a bear market's going to be 200 days or 600 days or 1,000 days. The point is it can happen. This happens in markets. If you look at equities markets, again, zoom out, look over the last century, okay, there's no direct correlation with these bear markets. And if you're looking at crypto like penny stocks, these things can happen. in terms of altcoins. A lot of them can just go flying up, and then they'll never reach all-time, never reach new all-time highs. Never think that, all-time highs are guaranteed either. You can just still make money on coins that you think are going to go, up, but you don't have to have this sole strategy of they're going to all-time highs, because again, you may not sell and you may not take profits. Taking profits when the bull run comes back is going to be so important, instead of just holding the whole time and then you're not taking profits, and then what was the point? You've been holding a coin for 5 years and you've still not seen any return of investment. And also, again, not thinking that all-time highs are guaranteed. Just remember how long that some of these major assets can take. Amazon, okay, took 10 years to a new all-time high, and there's many household names out there that haven't seen new all-time highs. I'm filming this right now on a Sony camera, okay? Sony hadn't seen a new all-time high in 20 years. So again, just beware out there, guys. Don't be listening to any moon boys out there that are telling you buy this altcoin right now, because when it goes to the guaranteed new all-time high, it's gonna be do 1000x. Nothing is guaranteed in these markets. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one with you there, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the content. Again, if you have, please smash that like. Really do appreciate it. Hope everyone has a fantastic week, and I'll catch you again.